All right, let's get right into it. We're tackling a huge question for a lot of photographers and videographers out there. The classic Canon R6 or the newer, shinier R6 Mark II. If you're stuck trying to figure out which one's for you, you've come to the right place.
So, this is the big dilemma, right? Do you go with the original R6, a camera that's, a proven workhorse and a bit easier on the wallet now, or do you shell out the extra cash for all the bells and whistles on the Mark II? Is that upgrade really worth it? Let's dig in and find out.
Okay, first things first, let's set the scene. The original R6 came out in July 2020. Then, boom, 28 months later. We're talking more than 2 full years of R&D, the Mark II lands. And, in the camera world, 2 years is a long time. That's a lot of potential for some pretty serious tech upgrades.
But, before we jump into all the new, flashy stuff, let's talk about where these two cameras are basically twins. The foundation they're built on is so strong that, honestly, these shared features probably won't be what makes or breaks your decision.
I mean, look at this. You're getting the same rock-solid body, same weather sealing. They feel identical in the hand. And they both have that incredible 8-stop image stabilization. It's just wild. Plus, the fully articulating screen, dual card slots for peace of mind, and access to all those amazing RF lenses. The takeaway here is simple. No matter which one you pick, you are getting an absolute beast of a camera. There's no bad choice here.
Okay, now for the juicy stuff. The main event. What did Canon actually do with those 2+ years of development? Let's get into the big upgrades and see why you might want to spend that extra money on the Mark II.
First up, let's talk pixels. The Mark II gets a nice little bump from 20 to 24 megapixels. Now, a 19% increase might not sound earth-shattering, but think about what that actually means. It's more freedom. You can crop in tighter on your shots without losing quality, or you can print your photos bigger and still have them look super sharp. It's a really practical upgrade.
And then there's the speed. Whoa, this is a huge one. The original R6 was already quick at 20 frames per second. The Mark II, it literally doubles that to a blistering 40 frames per second with the electronic shutter. I mean, come on. If you shoot sports, wildlife, or anything that moves fast, this is a total game changer. You're just not going to miss the shot.
Okay, what about something that affects every single shooter? Battery life. And this is a massive improvement. The Mark II jumps from about 360 shots per charge to 580. That's a huge leap. Think about it. That's over 200 extra pictures before you have to even think about swapping batteries. If you're shooting a wedding or you're out traveling all day, that is a lifesaver. Less fumbling for batteries, more time actually shooting.
But really, if we're talking about the biggest difference, it's all about video. The original R6 is a good video camera, for sure, but the Mark II, it feels like it was built from the ground up to be a true hybrid machine. It's for those of us who are just as serious about our video as we are about our photos.
And the list of video upgrades is just wow. For starters, you can shoot raw video to an external recorder, which gives you insane flexibility in your color grade. The old 30-minute recording limit? Gone. Just hit record and forget about it. You're getting beautiful, uncropped 4K at 60p, and it even has a feature to correct for lens breathing. These aren't just little tweaks, these are pro-level video features that make a huge difference.
Oh, and check this out. This is another one for the action junkies. It's called the pre-shooting buffer. It's like having a time machine. The camera is actually buffering images the second you half-press the shutter button. So when that perfect, unpredictable moment happens, like a bird taking off, you've already got the shot, even if your finger was a fraction of a second late. It's almost like cheating. It's brilliant.
So right now, it sounds like the Mark II is just running away with it, right? But hold on. Let's pump the brakes a little. The original R6 isn't just an older model. It actually has a few tricks up its sleeve. And when you factor in the price, well, the conversation gets a lot more interesting.
So what's this big number on the screen? 1175. That is how many more autofocus points the original R6 has. Yeah, you heard that right. The older camera has more. It's got over 6,000 AF points, which in certain very specific situations might give you just a little bit more precision in placing your focus exactly where you want it.
And here's a nerdy little detail that I find fascinating. The sensor. Since the original R6 has fewer megapixels on the exact same size sensor, each individual pixel is a tiny bit bigger. Think of them like bigger buckets for collecting light. In theory, and this is a bit debated, those bigger pixels could give the R6 a slight advantage when you're shooting in really dark conditions, maybe a little less noise at those super high ISOs.
And really, this quote just nails it.
If your world is mainly photography, if you're a still shooter first and foremost, the original R6 is still an incredible camera that delivers pro-level images. And for the price you can get it for now, the value is just off the charts.
Okay, so we've laid it all out. The upgrades, the sneaky advantages of the original. So what's the verdict? Which camera is for you? Well, it all comes down to what kind of creator you are. So let's break it down as simply as possible.
Let's just look at this chart. If you're deep into video, just get the R6 Mark II. Seriously, the raw video and unlimited recording make it a no-brainer. If you pretty much only shoot photos, you could save some cash and be perfectly happy with the original R6. It's a fantastic stills camera. But if you shoot sports or wildlife, that 40 frames per second and the pre-shooting buffer on the Mark II are probably worth the extra money. And finally, if you're on a tight budget, the original R6 is one of the best deals in the camera world right now.
And of course, it all comes down to the money, doesn't it? The bottom line. Right now, a used or renewed R6 is floating around $1,800. The new Mark II is going to set you back about $2,100. So we're talking about a $300 question. Are all those upgrades we talked about worth that $300 to you?
So that's where we land. It's a choice between proven incredible value with the R6 or paying a little more for a future-proof upgrade with the Mark II. One is a workhorse, the other is a speed demon with video chops. But remember, at the end of the day, the camera is just a tool. The really important question is, what story are you going to tell with it?